Welcome back to the channel. Today we are with the Mercedes-Benz EQE SUV in this beautiful blue. Comes in 9 different colors: your greys, your silvers, your whites, your blacks, a red, and then this lovely blue, probably one of my favorite colors on it. And the name designation of EQE lets you understand that it is that smaller size. It is the EQE SUV, so it's higher up as well. And probably, as much as I love the EQS SUV, this one's a bit more manageable for parking and just space in general. It's a 5-seater. We're going to have a look around the front, all the way around the car, inside, and then take it out for a drive. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. We're on a big drive to get to 15,000 subscribers in 2023. So starting off, we have some nice creases in the bonnet. We've got those nice haunches over the wheels. We've got a lot of Mercedes-Benz logos going on. We've got the flat emblem on the bonnet, which you can't actually open. There isn't a trunking underneath. The only access point is for the washer fluid on the side. We've got a large Mercedes-Benz logo on the front, and then an optional extra Mercedes-Benz kind of design grille. You've got the LED lights. You can get digital lights with projection functions, and that will actually project images, directions onto the road as well, but not on this one, but very nice. And then you have that light side-to-side light bar in underneath. Comes in 2 different trims outside, electric art or AMG line, and this one is the AMG, so it's a bit more aggressive. You've got a bit more cladding down here, gloss black, matte black, and then a lot of chrome in underneath where the venting for the actual battery. You have your cameras 360, you have your sensors as well. Overall, a very nice front in my opinion. Some people don't like that EQ design with the fact that it's very much geared towards aero. Down along the side, you've got some matte black wheel arches. You've got these alloy wheels. You get them 19s, 20s, 21s and 22s, and these are Goodyears, and the size is 255 45 20s on this one. Very much an aero AMG wheel, and you can see the AMG designation on the actual wheel itself. You've got EQE on the A-pillar with a chrome, kind of a brushed chrome all the way around the windows. You've got that access point for the actual window wiper fluid, large door mirrors with the indicator built in that are retractable. You have a little quarter panel in underneath as well. This one has the additional aluminium running bar illuminated with rubber treads. It also has the pano sunroof that has the ability to open. Flush door handles pop out. Lovely chrome, lovely, really chunky. Gloss black glass, nearly B-pillar. And then your C-pillar, you've got a little quarter panel at the back of it here as well. Side profile, as I said, it's a nicer proportioned vehicle than the EQS, which can come in a 5 and a 7. And if you haven't seen that review already, I'll stick the link up on the screen on my channel. And that was the 7-seater option. It was a big car, whereas this is still a big car, don't get me wrong, and it's a large SUV, but I just think the proportions are probably a bit more to my taste and style. I just think it's a nicer fitting car, and it feels more compact to drive. It's still a large SUV, don't get me wrong. Let's have a look around the back. Round at the back of the EQE SUV from Mercedes-Benz, we've got the high-level brake lamp, you've got your window washer, you've got that helix side-to-side light bar, you've got the EQE 300, and it comes in 6 different variants in Ireland. You've got the 300, the 300 Plus, the 350 4MATIC, the 500 4MATIC, the AMG 43, and the AMG 53. That wasn't bad to remember all those. And so you'll get that designation on the back then as well. You've got some matte black cladding and then some chrome kind of exhaust kind of looking. The Mercedes-Benz is the cover for the reversing camera, but also the boot. So you've got 522 litres with the seats up, and with the seats down it's 1675, so it's a good size width, good size depth, and you've got a subfloor in underneath as well. It's a flat floor with some scuff plates. In at the back as well, you have some shopping bag hooks, you've got some tie-off points, and you also have a 12 volt over on the left hand side. This one has that cream interior. Again, I don't think it's very durable, but if you're very delicate and you don't have a lot of dirty stuff in and out of the car, it's probably perfect. It also has access through to the main cabin with a 40-20-40, and it has a tannoy cover. Very practical, good size. Yeah, let's have a look at the charging. On the Mercedes-Benz EQE SUV, it is a 100 kilowatt hour battery with 90.6 of that usable. On AC, you have 11 kilowatt as standard and then 22 kilowatt as optional. So you can really take use of that public charging and that three-phase charging out and about. On a regular 7.4 kilowatt wall box, it's going to take 14 and a half hours. So it is such a large battery. On DC, it's 141 at its peak. So 10 to 80% in around 30 minutes. Inside the Mercedes-Benz EQE, this one is the cream macchiato beige with that kind of a brown luxury Alcantara kind of a suede going on. So you've got 9 different interior combo options. Then you have 6 different trim options up here on the dash. So that can be everything from carbon fiber, gloss black. This one's kind of like a textured black. And then you can have that as wood, open pore wood. And then on the center console, you can have 5 different trims. This one's gloss black. So there's lots of individuality to it. Very nice. On the door, you have your 3 presets. And this one has the heated seats. You can get it heated, cooled and massaged if you do like that comfort and you're in your car a lot. You've got all of the adjustments on the electric windows, but also on the door mirrors. You've got your sound system speakers, and you have the ability to open and close your electronic tail lift from inside. And it's got a very decent pocket in the door. You've got that beautiful air vents as we always talk about. You've got a large 3-spoke steering wheel. This one is in silver with some gloss black haptic insets. Left hand side is all audio and voice. Right hand side is your cruise control, etc. And underneath then you've got a nice brushed silver with a gloss silver Mercedes badge in the middle. This one is adjustable in reach and rake electronically with a little button on the left hand side. You've got your regen and recuperation pedals on the just in behind that, and then on the left hand side you've got your wipers and indicators and lights control. On the right hand side then you've got your mode selector, your drive mode selector, reverse, neutral, park. To switch on, foot on the brake, and then there is a button. And then we need to have a chat about the driver cluster. It can be totally customizable. It has on the left hand side your speed, right hand side what power you're putting out, as your clock, your time, whether your brake is engaged, speed sign recognition, lane keeping, understanding. Yeah, very clear. And if you don't like that style, as I said, you can customize it. Over my right knee, you've got your light control and your handbrake. Been driving it all week and I've never used that handbrake. It's all been automatic. You've got your vents all the way with this kind of a rose gold bronze metal a touch all the way from the door that goes all the way over, and then you've got that LED light, very nice, between ambient lighting, LED lighting, even in the sides of the seats. There's 64 different color combinations. It's gorgeous. The screen itself is the MBUX screen, very responsive. It has its own satellite navigation built in. It has its own EQ menu, which talks about if you want to maximize range. It has wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. At the bottom of that screen, there's always a fixed climate control, and you can sync that up. You can have automatic air conditioning, etc. Underneath that, then there's a row of physical touch haptic gloss buttons, and so it's got the drive modes of parking cameras, your shortcut to your EQ, your car settings, your hazard lights, your fingerprint reader if you want to access the car, the on-off button for the screen, the mute, and then a volume slider which is accessible on the underneath the control, underneath the screen. It also has it on the steering wheel and voice. You've got your 2 cup holders, your NFC, your 2 USB Type-Cs, and your wireless charging in that center console. You've got your butterfly storage, very deep actually, and then more storage in underneath the center console with 2 USB Type-Cs. Glove box is not huge, but not bad. Head unit, you have the ability to open and close and have the blinds on the sunroof. The panel sunroof is lovely. And you've got your frameless rear view mirror. Overall, the fit, the finish, the quality, you're buying a Mercedes-Benz. We have the price of this one. Its standard price is $98,780, and this one then has the AMG line exterior we talked about, the panel sunroof, it's got the Airmatic air suspension, it's got the running boards, the aluminium, the radiator grille, It has the Advance Plus package. So there's Advance, Advance Plus, Premium, Premium Plus. So you can have different packages depending on the level of trim and technology that you want within your vehicle. And this one has the leather Neva grey with the Baleo brown. So I got that wrong actually. So it's leather Neva grey. This must be considered grey. And then the Baleo brown. Very good, and that gives you a total of 114,309. And the model we have here is the entry-level 300. The 300 Plus is the one with the longest range, and obviously the AMG 53 is the one that's most powerful. That's around 165,000 euros. Road tax, like all electric vehicles in Ireland, is 120 euros. WLTP range is quoted at 544. Probably around the 500 mark at the moment here in Ireland, just at the start of August. Temperature is floating around that 16 to 20 degrees. It has a 245 horsepower motor giving you 550 newton meters of torque, 0 to 107.6 seconds with a top speed of 210 kilometers. This one is the Solidite Blue Metallic, if you're wondering what the color is. So this seat is set for me. I'm 188 centimeters, 6'2". Let's have a seat in the back. In the back of the Mercedes-Benz EQE SUV, you've got your speaker on the door. This version doesn't have the heated seats in the rear, so it's just the window control that you have on the door. Not a bad size door pocket. Nice sculpted seats with the ability of a magazine holder in front. You've got two USB Type C's in the back of the center console, and you've got your twin air vent. It has the ability of having a screen back here for that climate control in the rear. You can get it with rear screens. It's got two USB Type C's, totally flat floor. My feet can go underneath myself, and it's got a maybe 2 centimeter headroom, 3 centimeter. You've got your reading lights. Oh, you can turn it up or down, very good. And coat hook on the B-pillar. You also have this central console with your phone or pen holder. I think it's maybe a phone holder, and then press it again and it gives out the 3 headrests in the rear with a central. It's probably a small bit raised, as in it's not as concave as the passenger size, but yeah, you'd fit it in. Wouldn't be too wide now. Yeah, good space in there. That sunroof is gorgeous, and that support beam is further back, so as a passenger you're seeing a lot more out, and that opens all the way back to here, right behind the front seats. So you can have that fully open, or you can have that tilt, and then you have the blind option as well. This is going up against the likes of the Mercedes-Benz, or sorry, the Audi Q6, I suppose is what's coming at, and then the BMW iX3. Maybe it's in between the iX3 and when the iX5 comes, or the iX, and then you have other brands as well that it's up against, the likes of the Lexus when we get that, etc. So that premium size, the Tesla Model X, but we can't get that in right-hand drive in Europe. UK or Ireland is not getting it at the moment. 2 ISOFIX at the back here. You have 3 3-point seat belts. Let's take it out for a drive. So driving the Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV, foot in the brake, press the start button we've already talked about, and then it's down for drive. And this one has the optional air suspension, which I think is, when you're spending this kind of money on a car, it's definitely worth it. It's very smooth, great reversing camera there as well. It doesn't have the 360 camera option on this one. That depends on the pack, but you can buy it separately as well. Other options you can get heated window washers, heated windscreen, sound insulation, glass all around. So there's a number of different bits and pieces. So however, whatever country you're in, it's definitely things that you can consider. There are also optional rear wheel steering, which was also on the EQS SUV and its saloon sedan brother or cousin, the EQS. Very smooth, very quiet. I love the size of the steering wheel, and it's a great size because you still have that large screen behind the steering wheel for all the driver information. This doesn't have a head-up display. There is a head-up display option as well, available as well, with augmented reality. So So the ride quality, beautiful. You can expect that from air suspension. Visibility, it's good. That little, just in front of the wing door mirror, visibility out the back is good. With that center headrest down, the airiness and the feel in the cab is also lovely. Brakes are good. Acceleration is nicely mapped, and you do have the option of the different drive modes. So you have Eco, Comfort, which is the preset, and then Sport, and then there's also individual. Really, you could easily do long journeys on this, and with that WLTP of that 500 odd kilometers, you don't need much more than that. Now, it is a big battery, and efficiency, I can have a look through here with regards to what it's done so far on the driver binnacle. So let's bring it back. So at 64%, it has 349 miles. Is the EQE on your shopping list? Is it on your radar, the SUV version, or are you looking at something else? Jump into the comments and let me know. Am I missing a trick here? I've yet to review, but it is booked in, the Q8 e-tron. I know that kind of sits in between this and the EQS SUV, so they're not exactly like for like. Those larger wheels, there is a bit of road noise, definitely on rougher roads like we have around here around Ticknock. There's a lot of road works going on at the moment. Not bad though. I do like the advanced driver assist systems. So if it feels that you're not paying attention to the road and something might jump out, or a cyclist, or a door might open, the actual seatbelt will shake to get your attention, which is really good. There's red flashing lights on the driver display, etc. So it is very safety focused, driver focused, with regards to making sure you're getting a comfortable ride. The SUV also has the capability of towing. I think it's around 1400 kgs, 750 kg unbraked, and then braked around 1500 kgs, which is always good. And especially in certain countries, towing is of huge importance, like the Nordics. So having a electric SUV of this size and luxury and quality, but also have the ability of that, the towing is important. We'll take it out on the M50, get it up a bit of speed just to see what that road noise is like on a highway motorway. And then we'll have our concluding thoughts. Onto the M50 southbound around Dublin. Even in comfort mode, the takeoff is good. We're getting a efficiency of around the 20 kilowatt hour, exactly 20 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers. So with that 90 kilowatt hour battery usable, you can start working it out there as to what you're probably going to get, that 450 to 500, depending on how efficient you're driving it. Road noise is actually fairly good. Small bit of wind noise around the large mirrors. But yeah. Very nice. Hopefully you've enjoyed my review of the EQE SUV. Jump into the comments and let me know, as I said, if it's on your shopping list, what you like, what you don't like. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already done so. We're on a drive to 15,000 subscribers by the end of 2023. And remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thank you very much for watching.